Hey everybody, my name is James Lambert and I'm with Black Money Matters. And the topic for today is loyalty. So I had a friend of mine who saw my first video about the $1.2 trillion in black spending power. And he reached out to me, he said, "Hey James, how do we capitalize off this? I mean, this is a lot of money and I just don't know what to do." And so I thought about it, and I decided to do today's video about loyalty, or rather about the two ways in which we as the black community can show loyalty individually to ourselves and collectively as a group. So the two ways in which we can benefit from this $1.2 trillion that we're spending every year, because this happens every year, is by, one, remaining loyal to ourselves. So one of the foundational rules, if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or if you read The Rich Man in Babylon, or any wealth building book, one of the foundational rules when it comes to building wealth is always pay yourself first and always save 10% of what you earn. So that's one rule. Pay yourself 10% of what you earn before you pay anybody else. And I want to show you what this looks like on an individual level. So on an individual level, say I've been working for 10 years of my life. Well, if I've been working for 10 years of my life and I save 10% of my income, I have an entire year's salary just sitting in the bank waiting for me to spend whenever I like. So if I'm working for 20 years, I have 2 years of salary. So this is real money. Like, I don't have this much cash, so I haven't been being loyal to myself. I have violated the 10% rule, and as a result, I don't have this cash. But what have I done instead of keeping it for myself? I've given it to everybody else. So I haven't been loyal to me, but I've been loyal to everybody else that I spend my money with. And that's a problem. So that's the number one way we can fix it, is by being loyal to ourselves individually. So I want you to be loyal to you, and I want me to be loyal to me, and I want your cousin to be loyal to your cousin, and your grandma to be loyal to grandpa. We got to start saving our money because we work hard for this stuff. We sacrifice 8 hours of our lives a day, 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month. That's almost 25% of our lives. And to show nothing? No, we need to keep this, because this is the economic benefit that we want to transfer to our kids. So that's the number one way, is to save 10%. Pay yourself 10% of what you earn before you pay anybody else. And the way that looks on the collective level is that in my first video, right, I said that we spent about $1.2 trillion in 2017. So if we had taken that $1.2 trillion and we as a community had saved 10% of it, the black community right now would have $120 billion in cash money waiting to be spent. Now, I don't know how much you have in your pockets, but I don't have anywhere close to 120 billion. So something tells me that not only are we making this decision individually, disloyal to ourselves, but as a group, we're being disloyal to ourselves. And the way we fix it as a group is by encouraging entrepreneurship and by spending money with our black entrepreneurs. As a matter of fact, to be honest, what we should do is just make sense, right? We should buy black first. If I know somebody selling soap or selling socks or selling shoes, I should go to them first before I spend my money with anybody else or of any other color. I should make sure that my pocket, my dollar, goes into a black child's mouth before it goes to any other child's mouth. So by kind of doing both things, right? Saving 10% of what we earn, and by buying black first, by actively seeking out black entrepreneurs, black owners, black business owners, and putting money in their hands, money in their pockets, we can start to redirect some of this 1.2 trillion our way. And that's how we build power in the black community, and that's how we build wealth in the black community, both on an individual level and as a group. So once again, my name is James Lambert. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm with Black Money Matters. You're black, you're beautiful, you're strong, and I want your grandkids to be rich. And I hope you want the same for me.